Right now, the price of eggs is going up, but what about your nest egg? What a recent study is revealing. Plus, special counsel Jack Smith drops his case against President-elect Donald Trump. And later, the Menendez brothers return to court for the first time in 28 years. This as they push for resentencing, the new evidence that could set them free. That's all straight ahead tonight on News 3 Now at 10. Hello, everybody. Eric is off tonight. Many of us have felt the effects of the pandemic, and a recent study shows that over the past 5 years, it has had a major impact on household savings accounts. Our Jalen Banks spoke with Madisonians on what they've experienced during that time span.
The pandemic, inflation, high gas prices, and grocery store prices have put a squeeze on our wallets. And study shows that over the last 5 years, Wisconsinites have been feeling that squeeze in their savings accounts as well. According to a study by LendingTree, which utilized S&P Global Market Intelligence along with U.S. Central Bureau data, it found since 2019, the average household savings account balance fell 32.5%.
My expenses have often outweighed my my income. So that's been my experience. And then, of course, with COVID and everything, which was at the height of me being in college, it's just really difficult to save money nowadays.
Jordan also says young people especially should be disciplined with money.
Yeah, I would say start budgeting, make a visual budget for you to follow. If you don't write it down, you're not going to commit to it. Try to focus on the necessities because it's so easy to spend money on frivolous things. Like, I know a lot of people from my generation drink coffee every day.
Now, according to that same study, household saving accounts balances in Wisconsin have decreased 31.6% over the past 5 years.
You know, this is a worldwide problem. It's not just in the U.S. And so I think it's important to think about, the bigger picture around inflation. And some inflation is actually good for the economy. And it's come way down in the last year or two. And I think that's pretty important progress.
And speaking to a financial specialist, they have only recently seen their clients saving more.
We've seen a slight increase in our deposit growth in the last year, but I know historically that is true. And I think overall, probably people are saving less than they were before.
And Vernick says even with the increase in savings recently, he emphasizes the importance of proper money management moving forward. Reporting in Madison, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
Jalen, thank you. The states to see the largest decreases are Illinois, Oklahoma, and New Jersey. The Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection is warning about different scams going around this holiday season. They say scammers are sending notifications about deliveries via text or email. You should never click on those links. Instead, if you have any questions, go to the delivery company's website. Another scam is online marketplace scams. Never send anyone a security code that was sent to you, and never click on links from ads or ones that are sent to you. Type your preferred website in your address bar. Well, a chilly week is ahead. Big chill is on the way. Let's check the forecast with Jacob Montesano. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, Susan, and you can kind of already feel those temperatures getting colder out here. We're right now in the 30s and some parts of the area in the 20s. Now, let's first take a look at the current radar. We had some moisture move through earlier, but right now we are mostly dry in southern Wisconsin. We're still seeing some clouds for parts of the area, but by the time we get to the morning, everyone will see clear skies. But we are going to see some clouds move back into the area overnight Tuesday. But we're going to see sunshine tomorrow, which is the good news. Now, the bad news is that it's going to be even colder despite that sunshine, with 30s right now across Dane County and 20s for western counties, and the entire area expected to drop into the middle and lower 20s. And the reason for that is because we're seeing some winds out of the northwest, which will continue to drop the temperatures. And with the clouds moving out, that will also allow those temperatures to drop quite a bit. So as we look at the overnight lows, again, lower 20s, maybe even some teens, especially further north and west. So it is definitely going to be a cold one. But temperatures, they're only going to get colder throughout the week. I'll talk more in detail about just how cold it could get coming up a bit later.
All right, Jacob, thank you. A nonprofit organization is looking to raise awareness about human human trafficking. The Convergence and Resource Center's HEMAD campaign is now in its 7th year. The campaign targets men across Wisconsin and the country to take a pledge against the commercial exploitation of adults and children. So far, more than 65,000 men have taken the HEMAD pledge.
The HEMAD campaign is imperative to the eradication of human trafficking. It is up to us as elected officials, community stakeholders, policymakers, and everyone else in our community to protect our most vulnerable populations.
This year, organizers are hoping to get 75,000 men to take the pledge. President-elect Donald Trump is threatening to impose sweeping new tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China as soon as he takes office, as part of his efforts to crack down on illegal immigration and drugs. This after the Justice Department announced it was seeking the dismissal of 2 federal criminal cases against Trump. Christian Benavides reports.
Less than 2 months until Inauguration Day, Special Counsel Jack Smith moved to dismiss 2 criminal cases against President-elect Donald Trump. Trump was accused of trying to overturn the 2020 election and illegally retaining classified documents after his first administration ended. In a 6-page filing, Smith acknowledged the Justice Department and Constitution forbid the prosecution of a sitting president, but he noted that prohibition is categorical and does not turn on the gravity of the crimes charged, the strength of the government's proof, or the merits of the prosecution, which the government stands fully behind.
Jack Smith is saying even the idea, as we've quickly read this filing, even the idea that this could be hanging over the president's head for the entirety of his administration, that's the type of burden that we want to guard against.
In a social media post, Trump wrote, quote, "These cases, like all of the other cases I have been forced to go through, are empty and lawless and should never have been brought." After the announcement, a U.S. district judge granted prosecutors' requests to dismiss the election interference case. A decision in the documents case was still pending.
These prosecutions, from Jack Smith's perspective, are ending with a whimper, not a bang. And I'm sure it's a very, very personally disappointing day for Jack Smith. I suspect that if he had to do it over again, he probably wishes he had been given this mandate earlier on.
Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed Smith as special counsel in 2022 after Trump announced his 3rd run for the White House. Trump has been threatening to fire Smith as soon as he takes office in January. Christian Benavides, CBS News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
2 other criminal cases against President-elect Trump remain in legal limbo: his election interference case in Georgia and the so-called hush money case in New York. President-elect Trump is endorsing Jimmy Patronis for Florida's 1st congressional district. That's the position previously held by Matt Gaetz. Patronis owns a seafood restaurant and serves as Florida's fire marshal. He is a staunch supporter of Trump's MAGA movement. Despite Trump's endorsement, Patronis has not yet officially announced his candidacy for Congress. The Menendez brothers could be a step closer to freedom. The brothers were sentenced to life in prison without parole for the 1989 murders of their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez. Now, Eric and Lyle Menendez are asking the court to consider new evidence of their father's alleged sexual abuse in a bid to be resentenced for their crime. The sisters of Kitty and Jose Menendez testified on the brothers' behalf.
Both made impassioned pleas with the judge to send the brothers home, and like I said, very moving.
However, Kitty Menendez's brother, Milton Anderson, says the pair should stay in prison. In a statement, he said they shot their mother, Kitty, reloading to ensure her death. The judge could decide whether to resentence the brothers at their next court hearing. It is set for January 20th. People heading to the grocery store for Thanksgiving are probably noticing sky-high prices for eggs. According to the Consumer Price Index, egg prices were up more than 30% in October from just a year ago. And now a spike in avian flu plus the upcoming holiday season are combining to make the problem even worse. Rising prices could affect other egg-based items like mayonnaise and pasta. The USDA warns high prices could stick around well into 2025. Dog owners need to be cautious about what they're feeding their best friends. 16-ounce bags of Hollywood Feed Carolina-made chicken chips have been recalled due to a potential salmonella threat. The FDA says dogs who eat salmonella-tainted food can suffer several health issues, including nausea, fever, and abdominal cramping. Humans who touch contaminated products can also be infected with those same symptoms. The recalled chicken chips were sold online and in nearly 20 states. A peregrine falcon is back out in the wild after spending nearly 2 months at the Dane County Wildlife Center. Corey the falcon was found injured in Beaver Dam this past September. Fortunately, the Humane Society was able to give him the proper recovery using a new solar flight pen. The pen allows falcons to regain muscle tone, giving them the strength to fly before winter.
I was so glad that that bird was flying perfectly, had gorgeous wing symmetry. It's got great endurance. We've been working tirelessly to get this bird ready for being able to fly, hopefully south on a migration long distance. It takes a lot of work and effort from our team of rehabilitators.
Peregrine falcons are an endangered species in Wisconsin. Corey was released today at the Goose Pond Sanctuary, a place that gives this bird an ideal environment to restart his life out in the wild. The DNR has a holiday season reminder that you can harvest your own Christmas tree from a northern state forest. Holiday tree cutting is not offered at all DNR properties, but it is offered at places like Brule River, Flambeau River, and Governor Earl Peshtigo River. Members of the public can get a permit to harvest a personal tree for an average of about $5 per tree. And if you'd like more information, visit the DNR's website. Still to come tonight at 10 after the break, Jacob returns with a look at the complete forecast. Plus, the holiday travel period is almost here. What you should know if you're hitting the road or skies.
Hurry into Shopko Optical before your vision benefits expire. Our professional team will walk you through your options, and together, we will maximize your benefits on exams, frames, contact lenses, and more. Your personalized eye care awaits. Visit Shopko Optical today.
Outlets at the Dells, an attraction not to be missed. With over 60 of the world's biggest brands, we thrill family gift givers and all who love a smokin' hot discount. We're all about the deal, the joy of finding the ultimate stocking stuffer, the perfect bag for the fashionista on your list, the holiday outfit that makes you shine, and the discounts that no one else can touch. Set your alarm for 6 a.m. on November 29th for Black Friday's grand sale and enter to win $250 shopping spree every 30 minutes. Visit outletsatthedells.com for event details.
We're unboxing unbeatable values for your home every Friday in November. We're talking pop-up sleeper sofas, dining rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, decor, and more, all at wow-worthy prices. Every day is like Black Friday when you dare to compare at Bob's.
Shop the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. Lease a new Silverado 1500 starting at $355 a month, or a 24 Equinox EV starting at $279 a month. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromMadison.com.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Score the lowest prices of the year right now at Brothers Main's Black Friday sale. You won't find lower prices anywhere. And enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Main's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
Hey, this is Reba McEntire. Everyone told me I needed to see Shuck. and I saw it. So now I'm here to tell you to see Shop. It's full of jokes, songs, and corn. Just like me.
At Overture Center, February 4th through 9th. Tickets at overture.org.
Your eyewear should be as individual as you. With Shopko Optical's extensive selection of frames and lenses, our optometrists will learn about you and help you customize the right choice for your lifestyle. Visit Shopko Optical and find your new signature style today.
A Madison apartment complex plagued by poor conditions and deadly violence.
I hate it because I lost my baby over there.
Find out who's being held accountable and what the city is doing to address the problems here. News 3 Now investigates, Wednesday at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
If you're hitting the road or skies this Thanksgiving, expect a lot of travelers. AAA estimates nearly 80 million of us will travel 50 miles or more this holiday, with nearly 72 million driving. Some good news on gas prices, they're dropping. According to AAA, the average price for a gallon of regular gas in Wisconsin is $2.85 as of today. Drivers are advised to fill up their tanks because there is a high chance you'll be stuck in traffic.
Thanksgiving has a reputation as the biggest holiday for travel, and certainly the numbers this year prove that to be true. The best times to leave are going to be early morning on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Now, if you're flying, make sure to download your airline's app to track delays. Use the self-service tools on the airline app if you need to change your itinerary, and ask for meal vouchers or even hotel credits if you have to stay overnight due to delays and cancellations. If you're flying this Thanksgiving, here's news you can use. Make sure to store that cranberry sauce in your checked baggage. The TSA is outlining which holiday foods are banned from your carry-on. Anything that can be spilled, spread, sprayed, pumped, or poured. And it's anything larger than 3.4 ounces must be in a checked bag. This is surprising, though. Here's some of the items that they will allow through security: baked goods, meats, stuffing, casseroles, mac and cheese, and fresh fruits and vegetables. For items that need to be kept cold, ice packs are allowed, but they must be frozen solid at the screening checkpoints. And as families are preparing for the Thanksgiving feast this Thursday, there's one item that many say is best left at the doorstep: politics. Many folks say they're keeping their table talk tame this year and avoiding divisive hot-button issues that tend to raise everybody's temperature.
Yeah, we don't ever bring politics up at Thanksgiving. It's about family. It's about, hanging out with our kids and teaching them how to be thankful and not finding ways to argue.
The whole point of Thanksgiving is to be thankful for each other, not to be griping at each other, so it's probably not a good thing to bring up something like that.
Experts say there are strategies that you can use if it gets too hot in the kitchen. Be kind and patient. Take a little break from the conversation. Acknowledge the other person's perspective and shift to a related topic. You can always gently change the subject to something more pleasant, like dessert. That's good advice. A series of storms could bring rain, snow, or chilly conditions as you try to get to your family and friends this Thanksgiving. In the Midwest, a system bringing rain from the Great Lakes to potentially as far as the southeast. Along the West Coast, mountain snow and rain. This system moving to the central U.S. by midweek, then re-strengthening as it heads east. We'll have to keep a close eye on that. Jacob will be for sure. That could possibly damper the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And for us, it's going to feel like January in November. Big chill on the way. Here's Jacob with the complete forecast.
Yeah, we're not going to see a lot of precipitation here in southern Wisconsin this week, but we are going to see very cold temperatures, easily the coldest air we've seen since last February. But we are going to see more sunshine despite the colder temperatures. Just a few chances of light snow. Could see some Wednesday, Thursday, also next weekend as well. But yeah, that bottom ball point, that is the big story. Very cold temperatures, especially the weekend after Thanksgiving. Now, as we take a look at the current temperatures right now, 30s for Madison and areas to the east, already in the 20s for those out west that have seen the clouds clear up. And if we take a look at the temperature change change from 24 hours ago, up to near 20 degrees cooler for places near the Mississippi River, 10 degrees cooler roughly here in Madison. And this number is likely going to continue to increase overnight as the temperatures will drop into the 20s, but only rise back into the middle 30s. Despite all that sunshine, it is going to be a colder afternoon than it was today. The highs, at least for Madison, will be roughly what they are right now. So definitely a very cold day, but it's only going to get colder from there. Here's a look at the highs the next 10 days. The normal level all the way up here, we're going to be seeing high temperatures in the middle 20s over the weekend, and the overnight lows could be in the single digits, and it's also going to be breezy. So we could see wind chill values even lower. So it's going to stay in the 30s for the next few days. It's going to drop a little bit for Thanksgiving, even further for Black Friday, and continuing falling for the weekend, rebounding a little bit towards the middle and end of next week, but we're still expecting some cold temperatures. Now, like I mentioned, rain or snow. Now, it's going to all be in the form of snow, anything that does fall, but it's going to be hard to come by. Just a few small chances of snow. Best chance does look to be during the day on Saturday, but we're not expecting a lot of accumulation. Now, as we look across the United States, we just talked about it. You know, there is going to be a fairly active weather for other parts of the U.S., specifically Wednesday into Thanksgiving for the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, where there's going to be quite a bit of rain and snow. Now, it does look like coastal cities like Boston, New York, D.C., it's going to be mostly rain, but interior portions such as Buffalo and the interior portion of New England, they could be seeing some snow. And then as we head towards the weekend, there could be seeing some lake effect snow. So for those areas near Michigan, parts of Ohio, upstate Pennsylvania, and New York, those areas could be seeing quite a bit of snowfall in the form of lake effect snow. Now, again, southern Wisconsin does look to be dry for the most part during the next 7 to 10 days, but just worth mentioning if you plan on traveling to those locations, there is some areas that are going to be seeing some active weather. Our story, as we keep talking about, are those temperatures, highs in the 20s, lows in the teens over the weekend, and the breezy weather may cause wind chills to be in the single digits at times. So although we are bound to see temperatures colder, and many people who've lived here have seen colder temperatures than this, they are well below average, and obviously a lot of people will be traveling places for Thanksgiving and potentially being outside for Black Friday, and it's going to be a cold one, so just prepare and be ready to bundle up.
And still to come in sports, it is a one-game season for Wisconsin. Win and get in, lose and snap 22 years of history. We talk about the battle for the axe next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When you want to make junk disappear, leave it where it is. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is full-service junk removal. I've got a partner who lives down the street from you, and we're anxious to come to your rescue. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Figured you want your usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000.
Great minds.
With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
When a crane collapsed during construction of a Major League sports stadium, 3 workers lost their lives. Their widows called us. When maintenance workers were permanently injured by an industrial accident at a public utilities power plant, the 7 injured workers called us. When a factory exploded, injuring dozens of workers, 18 victims, including all 3 families of men who lost their lives, called us. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Find your red tag. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $3,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
He said me too.
Ready for the best Black Friday prices guaranteed? You'll find them at Fleet Farm. Doors open Friday at 5 a.m. with a free plush penguin for the first 500. Then enjoy great deals like a Blackstone griddle with free cover and accessories for just $199.99. A Milwaukee Pack-Out Toolbox System with free organizer is only $229.97. Plus, take 30% off all in-store footwear. And if you can't wait, early Black Friday shopping starts Wednesday at 8 p.m. Online only at Fleet Farm.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Braden Locke said it best. The Badgers' backs are against the wall. This weekend against Minnesota, Wisconsin isn't just battling for the Axe, they're battling for bowl eligibility. If they can't get that win on Friday, it would snap their streak of 22 straight seasons that ended with a trip to a bowl game. Needless to say, Minnesota relishes the opportunity to deny Bucky's bowl eligibility, and after all, that's what a rivalry game is all about.
Rivalry games, you throw records out the window. You throw sometimes even the home field advantage out the window. It comes down to who wants it more. And there's a lot of things that are going to be on our plate, but it comes down to regardless if it's Friday at 11 o'clock or if they'd have put it at Saturday at night. It comes down to a one-game season. It comes down to a battle for an axe, and anybody that can't get up for that doesn't belong to either one of these places.
Now, staying on the football field, somewhat of a programming note, our Wisconsin Huddle weekly show that generally airs on Friday nights is going to be moved up 2 days. The quarterback Braden Locke is our guest with Zach Hanley. You can catch it right here on News 3 Now, Wednesday at 6:30. Fresh off of a Greenbrier tip-off title, the Wisconsin men jumped up 4 spots to now sit in 15th in the latest AP Top 25. Greg Gard's squad is off to a 7-0 start, their best beginning since the 2014-15 season where they reached the national championship game. A big part of this team's success, of course, has been the play of John Tonje. The transfer guard averaged 22 points per game over 3 games this past week, earning the Greenbrier tip-off MVP, and for the second week in a row was named the Big Ten's Player of the Week. And speaking of weekly honors, Giannis was named the Eastern Conference's Player of the Week. This comes after leading his Bucks to a season-best 4-game win streak. Milwaukee's big man averaged 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists during that stretch. The Bucks take on the Heat tomorrow night. Wisconsin volleyball still has 2 games left in the regular season before they begin their journey back to the Final Four. But a trio of Badgers have already figured out what's next when this run ends. Devin Robinson was selected 5th overall in this year's Pro Volleyball Federation draft by the San Diego Mojo, but she wasn't the only Badger selected. Cece Crawford was taken in the 2nd round by the Indy Ignite, and the Orlando Valkyries drafted Anna Smrek in the 4th round. We'll be right back.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
What happened?
Someone took the Bronco out for an extended test drive.
They used all the goat modes. Goes over any type of terrain.
They did it all, man.
Looks like they had a lot of fun.
Those boots are awfully muddy, Sam.
My boots? I did it. I'm gonna do it again.
Lease a new Bronco Sport Big Ben for only $399 a month, or a Bronco Big Ben for just $499 a month for 36 months.
It's your last chance. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Transform your bathroom with vanity lights. This Josca vanity light comes in 4 sizes and in either brushed nickel or matte black finishes. Get an 11% rebate on all vanity lights. Ceiling lights add atmosphere and style to any space. Find your style with our huge selection of Patriot Lighting ceiling lights. The Kai Motion Sensing Flush Melt Light is $24.88 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
For 15 years, Gilda's Club Madison has provided free emotional support, cancer education, and hope to children and adults facing any kind of cancer. Is someone in your life facing cancer? Support is available in Dane County and virtually throughout Wisconsin. To learn more, visit gildasclubmadison.org so that no one faces cancer alone.
I was an occupational therapist and I had lost my position. I was able to just go the next day, oh well, I can dash. I love it for the freedom. I can schedule myself. Also, dashing just gives you a sense of purpose. Having portable benefits would be really awesome for me because I could use them to help cover my vision, copays, and adding to my 401k. And I could continue to build that till I retire.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait, turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda, named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on classes and events.
Chris Stanford, News 3 Now This Morning, moving forward.
Tonight, Colbert's got Sexiest Man Alive, John Krasinski.
A lot of responsibility being the sexiest man alive.
Is it?
I don't know.
The Late Show, CBS tonight.
Finally tonight, San Francisco's Fairmont Hotel is getting into the holiday spirit with the grand opening of their iconic giant gingerbread house. This two-story baked building includes more than 8,000 gingerbread bricks, 10-foot-tall nutcracker guardsmen, and a chimney for Santa and his reindeer. The house also includes a space for private tea and dinner events. It's part of the Fairmont's Christmas time celebration. They turn their whole lobby into a winter wonderland.
I wonder, is that like an actual gingerbread house or just designed to look like one?
I'm wondering the same thing. That's a good question.
I'm the worst at building gingerbread houses, so if it's real, that's very impressive.
Yeah,
I might just take a bite out of the wall, honestly, yeah.
I'm so stressed about this Badger game already.
My
I'm getting an
goodness.
ulcer. It's so much pressure.
It is a lot.
It's going to be cold by the weekend.
Yeah, we're going to have high temperatures in the 20s, and it's in Madison, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be a cold one, I can tell you that.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Eric will be back tomorrow. Have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow.